understand with the sampling, right? We want a data, and data are different type. But problem is how we collect the data and what is the basically type of sampling, right? Type of sampling. So we will understand in today's lecture how the sampling are useful and how we can use them. So first we are going with the understand. Okay, we have a classroom. Okay, this is a class, and there is a 100 students. Okay, 100 students, and that's the teacher. And the problem is teacher want to know about the how the today's class are doing basically, right? How the today's class, and the teacher want to ask about the class about today how will the class are going. But question is how the teacher are selected the student, how the teacher are selected the student for a ask this question, right? Ask that question. That is the data. Basically, the teacher asks the each and every 100, each and every student, basically 100 students, or they select the some rows or column, or basically girls or boys, or basically toppers or backbenchers, something like that. So how they are selected. In today's video, we will understanding how are things are happening and how basically data collected or sampling of types, okay, type of sampling. So first we are going with there are types. Okay, there are two types. Type of sampling. This is one is a probability sampling, probability, and second one is a non-probability sampling. Right? There are two type of sampling. What is a probability sampling? So in a probability sampling, uh, in a probability sampling, basically, what is a probability sampling? So is a that's a 100 student, right? So that's a 100 student, equal chance, equal chance to be selected, right? Equal chance to be selected. That is the probability sampling. And similarly, what is the non-probability sampling? So basically, that's a 100 student. Uh, not every student, not every student have a equal chance to be selected, right? In a non-profit sampling, not every student have the equal chance to be selected. That's a non-profit sampling, right? So first, we are going with the probability sampling and understanding the type, how the things are happening. So first are probability, probability sampling, right? So in a probability sampling, things are happening in different way. So in a probability sampling, first one is the uh, simple random sampling, right? Simple random, simple random sampling. What is simple random sampling? It means the when the uh, okay, everyone have basically in simple term. Everyone have a equal chance to be selected. That will be anything, right? That will be anything. Understand the one example that will understand more. Okay. So example is of simple random sampling. Teacher gave a teacher, right? That is a teacher. Write a name, write a name of every student, right? 100 student, and put it in the box. Put in a box, and simply put one by one, and select that student who asked them, right? That is a simple random sampling. Okay, it's going to fast. I hope you understand that the simple random sampling. Second one is a systematic sampling. Systematic. Second one is a systematic sampling. What is it? Systematic sampling, right? When talking about the systematic sampling, so for a selection, basically selected every n number of students, right? Select every n number of students. What does this mean? Let's understand with the example. There are 100 students, right? Let's consider there are 100 students, and the teacher select the, let's consider third number, right? It's been with third student. It's been that is the first, that is the first. Then that is skip one, two, and this is a select that one, two, and select that one, two, select that one. That type of selecting, basically n number of selection. That's we call the systematic sampling, right? Uh, when talk about the uh, third one, third one is the stratified sampling. Okay, stratified stratified sampling. What does it mean? It's about stratified sampling. Basically, uh, you know, let's understand the example. Let's you understand better with example. Let's we have 100 students, okay, in which there are 60 boys and 40 girls. 40 girls. So in that case, uh, right? In that case, the teacher want to feedback are same, okay, for equal proportion. That's why teacher make a ratio 6/4. It means when the four students, four boys are four boys are to be selected. Then similarly, the ratio of four girls, right? Four girls. That is a stratified sampling, and is basically fourth one is a in a fourth one is a cluster sampling. What is a cluster sampling? When you talk about the cluster sampling, so basically, that's 100 student. Okay, that's a classroom, and that we have 100 student, right? 100 student. So in that case, teacher make a simple cluster of 10 clusters. In a one cluster, 10 student. That type of 10 cluster, 10 cluster that teacher make. Teacher make a 10 cluster and select randomly in that particular cluster, right? That's the one cluster that we are selected, and that's two, and that's the third. And collecting data from that. And collecting uh, data from that. How the class are doing well or not in this video, right? Similarly, is a third it's a uh, second type. Second type is a non-probability sampling. Non-probability, non-probability sampling, right? So non-probability sampling are basically non-probability sampling. It means uh, uh, every student don't have to select. Sorry, don't have don't have equal chance, equal chance to be uh, he don't have equal chance to be selected. Don't have equal chance to be selected. What does it mean? Okay, understand some. Uh, That's type as well. Okay. So one that is a convention sampling. Conven conven sampling, right? So in that particular case, the conven sampling it means the if the teacher, that's a classroom, right? And there are there's a teacher, and there are big benches that students are sitting. So what happening in that particular place? Teacher selected the first benches, right? Randomly, there are no equal and some nothing. Simply teacher go and selected the first benches, or going with right first benches. There is no equality or girls or boys and nothing. They simply select the first benches. Okay, and the second one is a judgmental sampling. Judgmental sampling. In a judgmental sampling, there are simple concepts that we have. Right? In a classroom, you try to understand when you in a school. So, what happening when let us understand any quiz competition, right? Any quiz competition. We have a quiz competition. Okay, quiz competition. So, in that particular case, the teacher selected that student, they are basically toppers in a class, topper in a class. That's called judgmental sampling. Basically, judge that will be anything. When you are doing in a job, so there is a basically senior, junior. So the any manager to the senior employee or their best project, something like that. That's judgmental sampling. So again, for I hope you understand the type of sampling. We will understanding the concepts of the simple random sampling, right? Simple random sampling, statable sampling, systematic sampling, cluster sampling. Similarly, when you come in a non-probability sampling, so the convex sampling and judgmental sampling.